Start here. I got a new phone yesterday, and so I wanted to do like a quick sort of test video here, just kind of playing around, making sure that everything still works, everything still sounds good. And I figured while I was at it, let's have a little bit of fun. You know, I was just playing around with some ideas today, and I was thinking back to like 3-star Bahamut, and I was wondering like, surely it's been power crept to the point now that we can do a first turn kill on Bahamut. And then I realized I hadn't actually ever gone back to do like a proper all missions clear on 3-star Asura either. And so I figured let's do those two real quick and just knock them out. I'll start with, I'm actually going to start with Bahamut just because he's kind of a, no, let's just go ahead and start with Asura. Why not? Anyways. So yeah, all the missions are evoke Esper, no items, defeat Asura with a limit burst. We're kind of going to ignore all of those except for the last one. So if you didn't know, you can get 3-star Asura just by going in and basically like guarding for 3 turns or something like that. It's similar to Bahamut where you can acquire the Esper without actually having to fight it. But we're just going to go in here and we're going to knock this thing out. Now, of course, you can't do a turn 1 kill of Asura because she has 3 phases. So it'll be a 3-turn kill, but we're going to kill each phase on the first turn. So let's just grab, I'm going to grab a random, hey, Diceman, all right. We'll take Diceman. And on this one, always love to see a Discord friend on the list. Doesn't have to be an EX3 fundamental force, but EX3 works nicely with this one because on turn 3 you'll have the SLB ready to go for the final form. Here's the team that we're bringing. You do have to have a tank for Asura because she starts the fight doing a bunch of AOE physical damage, and then every time she revives and starts doing AOE physical damage. You could easily just as easily do like Mirage, but Miraging turn 1 is a little bit tricky. So it's easier just to bring a tank, and this means I get to bring Best Girl Esther along for the ride. So Esther is basically just built with major bulk. Also gave her fire resist, and she has to have at least 50% light resist, and that is because at the start of phase 2, she's going to do some fire damage. So we want to make sure we're doing our best to negate that. And then in phase 3, she's going to do light damage. And so we're going to have all of those elements taken care of. Now, there's going to be some non-elemental physicals in there, and Esther is still going to take a fair bit of damage in this fight. But yeah, we're going to do everything we can to make sure that she stays happy and healthy. Okay, so here's what we've got here. All right, went all out on her tank build. And that's really all we have to worry about. As far as my fundamental force, all right, built balls to the walls, got all the bells and whistles and everything. I thought about bringing Yuna, but Yuna is overkill for this one. We don't really need her, unless you don't have a Celeste. If you don't have a Celeste, then yeah, you might want to bring a Yuna for the leader skill and for the amps and all that stuff, but even then, it's probably not necessary. So yeah, my Celeste is just kind of built. We don't really, the Celeste can be an EX0, to be honest with you. She's just here for the support. If you don't have Yuna, though, you do need an EX2 Celeste, so you get the 100% amps. But even that might not be that important. It might be overkill. The rest of, everybody else is whatever. EX2 Pinello, so we can take advantage of the 200% light imperil. That is most important for Bahamut because Bahamut has 300% elemental resists. And so you have to be able to get at least 200% well, you have to be over 200% imperil in order to deal any damage to him. So yeah, let's, but anyways, let's just go ahead and hop right into Asura, and let's do this. Let's just knock her out. We're just having some fun with Fundamental Force here, which, by the way, I have started a new playlist, Fun with Fundamental Force, and I plan to just, any clears I do with Fundamental Force, I'm going to pop into that playlist so it's easier for you guys to see. All right, so there's the preemptive. All right, Esther is taking that one like a champ. All right, she's got a Blizzard Orb so that she counters and fills up her LB for turn 1, which is very important for Esther. Okay, so All Esther needs to do here is we're going to do Energizing Bunny. That's going to do some killers for the party. We are going to do blah da da. Let's do Boundless Stasis, and let's do Storm Guardian. Okay. All right. Esther also has full evasion, which is helpful. So we'll go ahead and do those. All right. She starts with a. With an automatic cover that lasts for 5 turns, so we don't actually need to use her Storm Guardian cover currently. All right, Celeste is going to do Enlightka, Coordinated Teamwork, and Dazzling Neon. Okay, we are going to do with Melissa. Melissa will do the Human Killer, the Fundamental Force, and then we'll do Bardarkja, why not? And then Parasol. Yeah, there we go. All right, Penella's just going to do her LB. All right, Fundamental Force. We'll just do what Fundamental Force does. All right. So she dies, revives, and immediately starts slapping you in the face, but Esther is there to tank it like a champ. Okay, so Esther can basically just do Electromagnetic, and then Storm Defender, and we'll do another Boundless Stasis. Why not? All right, Celeste. We'll just do, and yeah, we didn't even need the Bright Future. That's, yeah. So she's just going to do Barlightka, because we're going to, oh, did I do 3 of them? 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're going to try and refill our Fundamental Forces here, and then Melissa just does Darkja. We'll do 1 Curaga for Esther. All right, and Penella's just a little shy, but that's okay, because she's going to do Calamitous Step, Charming Stage, and then Quickening Charge on herself. All right. And yeah, Fundamental Forces just go right ahead. All right. She's going to revive again. Esther jumps out in front. All right. She's evading everything because there's no accuracy on these. So she can just evade all of that. All right, and now we are ready to rock and roll. So all Penella needs to do here is Elemental Break Light. Honestly, she doesn't even need to do that. If your Penella is only EX1, you know, you can just have her do a, honestly, yeah. Honestly, she could probably just do like Resplendence or something, but I'm going to do Elemental Break Light. Or she can do her LB for a 150 Imperil. That's also fine. Okay. All right. And then Melissa will do the Human Killer again. That's not, honestly all she needs to do, actually. She just needs to do Human Killer. And then, yeah, these guys can just rock it out, because they'll do the 87% breaks for you, and well, that takes care of business. All right, yeah, you'll notice all my animations and everything are back again, because the new phone is definitely faster than my old phone. Okay, and there you go, knocking it out, easy peasy. All right, so now let's go into Bahamut. We're just going to take the exact same team into Bahamut. Okay, so let's back up, back up, back up. We got to go all the way back to Lapis. Okay, we'll go to the Realm of the Dragon King. Dragon King, boom. All right, and let's find, I wonder if I got another friend on here. Oh yeah, there's Sinzar again. All right, let me check my Nemesis tab. All right, any of my Discord buddies? Oh, God, they never show up. Man, let me check them too. All right, All right, I guess we're taking Sinzar. I mean, nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with that. Okay. So yeah, same team. We're just going to go in. And the thing about Bahamut is that there's a 50-50 chance he'll do physical mitigation on turn 1. If he does physical mitigation, we're going to back out and come back in and wait until he does magic mitigation. That way we can kill the fight, because even with the physical mitigation, it's 99% physical mitigation. And so even, you know, even going balls to the wall, you can't kill him. He only has 2.1 billion, but you know, with the 99% mitigation, the most I'm doing is like 100 million. So definitely got to wait for that to wear off. So I didn't see it. Did you? What did it? Yep, boost resistance to physical attack. So we got to duck out, come back in. Hopefully it won't take too many tries. It took 4 tries last time for him to finally do it. Oh, all right, Sinzar, why are you always on? Okay, there we go. Always near the bottom. The one that I want. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep my eyes on it this time. Make sure it's magic mitigation. Yes, magic damage, okay. So we are good to go. So for this one, Penelo just does Elemental Break Light, Charming Stage, Calamitous Step. Esther honestly doesn't need to do anything. We're just gonna do, with Celeste, we'll do Coordinated Teamwork, Dazzling Neon. You could do Bright Future, but I'm gonna prove that you don't need to. Let's just do Enlighten. All right, Melissa does Beast Killer and Dragon Killer. And it doesn't really matter what else. Okay, and then just LB. You can see Bahamut still has 70% light resist, but that's all you need. You just got to make sure that you can hit him. So let's do it. Boom. All right, didn't even need the 100% amp. 5.4, yep, so that's more than double what he has. He only has 2.1, and there you go. So, I mean, even just one fundamental force did enough to kill him there. Too easy. All right, so yeah, that was just me having a little bit of fun, playing around with fundamental force, and sort of testing out the new phone, seeing how it works. So yeah, thank you guys for following. I'll still be working on other trials and everything, and hopefully get some more content out to you later today and later this week. So thanks for following me, and I'll see you on the other side.